And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another round of Next Round Sports. This is Chris Porter here with Jeff Amos and Caleb Culver. How you doing today, gentlemen?
We're here,
Doing
man.
good.
That we are.
No
We are
playoffs
just
for anybody.
here after a rough week. Also coming off of a long hiatus. Our apologies, but spent some time with the family. Had to take care of a few other issues, but we are back and ready to talk some football. And man, do we have a lot to discuss here. Starting out, as we have always done this season here on Next Round Sports, we're going to start with the Dallas Cowgirls. And I'm calling them that as a Cowboys fan. I get to do that.
Yeah, you do.
But the Cowboys going into Detroit, as everyone had said, after the 3 wins against Kansas City, Philly, and the Raiders, hey, they've got an easy schedule. If they can come out and beat Detroit, they're a shoe-in to get into the playoffs.
Yeah,
and
especially the way Philly has been.
And we're going to get to that here momentarily.
Yeah.
But Dallas came out and laid an egg. It looked bad. The defense looked back to its old Quinn Williams look. Jahmyr Gibbs had his way the whole day. Like, he just did whatever he wanted to do running the ball.
In the first half, at least. They kind of turned around a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, it was too late at that point.
Yeah, too little too late for sure.
And with CD going down with the injury, this was the time for George Pickens to earn his money. And Richard Sherman said it best at the end of the game. He was a no-show. He was on a milk carton that was down at the bottom of a well. You could not, he disappeared. He didn't drive for the ball. Like, when balls were thrown to him, he didn't make the effort to drive to it. He didn't look like he even wanted to be out there for this game. And this is the time when they needed him to step up the most. And he has stepped up in the past. And other times CD's gone down, come up, and he came up huge. But I don't know what happened and why he decided, if he decided, because I know he's one of the best receivers in the league.
Yeah, and he's probably getting double teamed now that CD went out too. So he's probably got.
He'd been double teamed before when CD was out, and he was still having his way with these defenses. So I don't think that Detroit had the magic scheme to stop him. When you saw passes coming and he wasn't driving, you could look back.
The effort is what makes you think that there's something.
The effort was something was there. Something wrong. I don't know what it was, or something was said to him, or if anything got in his head. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was something he's dealing with personally. I don't know. But the effort that he had been putting out the last 4, 5, 6 weeks was not there against Detroit when they needed it most, and that affected the game. Because that could have helped keep. That was one interception that got away bouncing off of his hands, and having him step up and make some of the catches that he did drop could have maybe changed the momentum in other ways. Not saying it would have, but I'm saying it would have had a better shot at it.
Oh, no, for sure. For sure.
And the thing that I found a little bit more ridiculous was after the game, when they interviewed, when Dak had an interview and they asked him about how the game, and he brought up, which this is something I read. I didn't see an actual interview. I just saw what was written afterwards, is him stating of now the team is pissed. They're pissed now, and they need to, we're going to do everything we can to try and win out and make the playoffs. It's like, you should have been pissed 6 weeks ago. No, they started drinking the Kool-Aid because, hey, we beat Philly and we beat Kansas City 2 games in a row in a short amount of time. Everybody else was drinking the Kool-Aid of all this. No, they weren't ready. They're not. And I even told, when I came over on Friday to my in-laws' house, my father-in-law said, "Hey, here's a martini because I know you're sad about the Cowboys." I go, I did not drink the Kool-Aid. I know what this team is. I still know what this team is. And I go, and if they happen to fall into the playoffs, it's going to be because the Eagles are going to lose their way out of it. Now, And the Eagles go and lose to the Chargers on Monday Night Football, have lost 3 in a row. And I was like, well, they probably could lose their way into it.
Yeah, very true. Like someone's got to win. That's another
The
thing that's
Eagles look
happened to the
terrible.
AFC North right now too.
They look terrible with Jalen Hurts throwing an interception, recovering the fumble, and fumbling again, losing 4 points in fantasy on one play
You mean
himself.
solid from Monsters Inc., right?
Yes.
The Monsters
Yeah.
game, or the
I
Monster
did not
Pride
watch
game
that.
with solid there.
Dumb.
Although that play actually broke their little simulation because the ball just kind of laid on the ground. That's the interception return and fumble. It's like we don't even know what to put in.
I saw the replay for that. Was like, this is the most absurd play I think I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
This looks like something off Madden.
Now I will give the Cowboys enough credit to say at least the first half was absolutely atrocious. They did look much better in that second half. Much, much better. But again, like you said earlier, it's too little too late at that point.
Once you dig yourself a hole against a quality team, and Detroit is still a quality team. Yes, they're not.
Yeah, no matter how they've played. I mean, I'd say Green Bay's their kryptonite, honestly. That's the one team they don't want to see in the playoffs because they just seem to lose to Green Bay badly. But yeah, Detroit has one of the better.
Cowboys have that. You have a problem with Green Bay in the playoffs too. So I mean,
yeah, this is true. This is true.
But this is not the game you need to look like. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's frustrating if I'm a Cowboys fan is how you let Amon-Ra St. Brown go off on y'all, wondering he was questionable to out coming into this game, and then he gets 6 receptions for 92 yards and was a force in this game. And I just don't see how they can let that happen on top of Jameson Williams, on top of Jahmyr Gibbs, catching balls all over.
Jameson Williams made DeRon Bland look like a practice squad player.
Yes, he did.
DeRon after signing his extension this year too.
Atrocious.
Good.
It was terrible how he looked. Terrible.
Yes. Absolutely. And another thing that you gotta be pissed off about is the inability of the secondary, other than DeRon Bland. I mean, just no one is. Everyone seems to be wide open when it's either, if it's not Amon-Ra St. Brown, it's Jameson Williams who's wide open. It's Jahmyr Gibbs who's wide open. It's David Montgomery who's wide open.
Honestly, I'd say
there's no coverage whatsoever.
Like they're not calling the right plays when what's lining up against them, or Goff's doing better checking out.
Every game, the games they've won is because they were able to outscore the other team. It's not because the defense won any game. They're open players every single game. They were just lucky that Jalen Hurts sucks enough that he couldn't hit them.
Right.
And that Patrick Mahomes also was injured and could not hit them. And they were dropping balls. They got lucky in those 2 games, but they started drinking the Kool-Aid of, oh, we beat the 2 Super Bowl teams. We've got this. We're coming back. We're back. No, you're not. You're the same damn team you knew you were from the get-go.
Yeah. And Ferguson, speaking of players who had crazy games, Ferguson had a bad game with that fumble.
He's had multiple
leading to that foul, which to me was a little ticky-tack, but it extended the drive, or ended the drive, I should say, excuse me, for the Cowboys. Like you can't turn over that much. But like I said, I think they did better in the second half. Honestly, goal line is what they need to improve the most from this game. They were 1 for 3 in scoring when they were in the red zone. That's about the only thing that kind of stands out, comparatively speaking, to the Lions. Time of possession, they had more yards. They had a few less here and there. But, yeah, they were absolutely horrible in the red zone.
Now, Ferguson has done himself no favors. He's looked atrocious. And the way he prides himself as being a leader on this team, on this offense, he's got to step up and do better. A lot better. But, again, the Cowboys have a very easy schedule going out to end the season. And that helps benefit them. I mean, if they win out, they still have a chance just because Philly is not good. There's problems there, troubles in paradise. Philly is not looking good. Philly could absolutely fault them, lose themselves out of the playoffs very easily. And there's no way they should. There's no way the Cowboys should even be in the hunt anymore. Like the Eagles should have already buried this division, and they haven't. And that's the thing, is that they're letting the Cowboys hang around.
Yeah, especially that loss against the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
And as you alluded to, the rest of the schedule, you have, let's see, you have Vikings,
Vikings, Commanders,
Chargers,
and Chargers,
Commanders.
Yeah, with a Jalen Hurts injury coming back from one of those two. Or Jalen Hurts, sorry. Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels did get injured again in that Vikings game. I don't see the Vikings holding the Cowboys to nothing on the scoreboard. But
no, Kevin Donnell's a defensive genius. So we'll have to see. I think that offense is going to be where they yeah.
Minnesota was the first team, I don't know how long, that went from being shut out the 1 week to shutting out a team the next week, and I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
So,
well, just a quick second before we jump off to the Eagles' schedule coming up is Raiders, Commanders, Bills, and Commanders again. So, I mean, it's with a 2-game lead, you still think they're going to pull that off, but obviously with the Bills in there, this could very well be a 1 game. So, yeah, the Cowboys walk backwards to win this division almost.
That's what it is. But then, of course, Cowboys, you have to win. You have to win out. Just like the Chiefs, you have to win out and then hope. That's what you got to do. That's not the position you want to be in. Hope does not pay the bills. You cannot hope to get to the playoffs. You want to have your destiny. You want to have your destiny in your own hands. And when you don't have it in your own hands, you're hoping that someone else loses so you can get in. You don't deserve to even be in at that point.
No.
But that's all I've got to say about the Cowboys. Of course, they've got Sunday night, Minnesota Vikings coming up. What should be a winnable game, but with what the Vikings did to the Commanders, hey, you got something to look at right there. They actually might try to build some momentum, although I don't think J.J. McCarthy's that good. But we'll wrap that up right there. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back for the next round.